Up on Valley News Live at 6, why local restaurants say they're optimistic about filling their open positions soon. Where and when Nathan says rain is back in the forecast. Plus, why the government of Manitoba is honoring Governor Doug Burgum. Valley News Live at 6 starts right now.
This is Valley News Live at 6.
Good evening and happy Labor Day to you. More than 14,000 North Dakotans and more than 100,000 Minnesotans are about to lose their $300 unemployment benefits as the pandemic unemployment assistance comes to an end. Today marks the final week for those on the program can request payment, which has several business owners optimistic that worker shortages might finally be a thing of the past. Valley News team's Bailey Hurley spoke to two Moorhead restaurants today who say they're ready to welcome workers with open arms.
It's been a tough 18 months for bar and restaurant workers, and things only got messier as the world tried to go back to normal this spring, as severe staffing shortages gripped the industry.
Some places are closing down. They can only be open for 2 to 3 hours at night, and then they got to shut down because they don't have enough staff or kitchen staff.
Sonia Donahue says thankfully she has a lot of long-term staff members, and the speakeasy hasn't been hit quite this hard by short staffing. But just down the road, Legends Bar and Grill says they still need 25 employees across their 3 locations.
It's really hard on the business.
Both Legends and Donahue say the most frustrating part about the pandemic unemployment program is an easy answer.
I had applications come in, but once I scheduled an interview, they wouldn't show up.
As the program required those on benefits to show they applied for a certain amount of jobs each week in order to receive payments.
Be honest with the system. Pandemic, yeah, it's not fun, but I mean, just be honest with the system and, do your thing. Get back to work and get busy, get living life again.
Both restaurants say they're elated and optimistic about filling their open positions soon, but say they know it won't be a mad dash of applications, adding they just hope the industry is finally inching closer to normalcy. In Moorhead, Bailey Hurley, Valley News Live.
Right now, North Dakota has more than 18,000 job openings, while the state of Minnesota has more than 120,000. According to Nathan, some of us may be in for some rain. He joins us now with a first look. Nathan?
Yeah, thanks, Stacey. Happy Labor Day to you and happy Labor Day, everybody. Thanks for joining us here on Valley News Live at 6 o'clock. A live look at our Devil's Lake home of economy skycam shows some of those clouds pushing into the Devil's Lake Basin, but I'm looking at the ground there. It looks like the ground is still wet, still dry, I should say, for now. But of course, we are tracking some showers on the radar in our northern neighborhoods that could become a bit more robust as we go into the evening hours tonight. So here's what we're watching for tonight. The best chance of those robust storms, mainly in northern Minnesota. That's where we could see those storms becoming severe. 1 or 2 may become severe, I should say. The environment not looking too good for widespread severe storms this evening by any means. But the showers and storms we're seeing right now toward the north spread south and east later on tonight and push through our northern Minnesota neighborhoods where we do have that best chance, where the environment is best for some storms to become a bit more robust. Hail and wind, the primary concerns in any of these storms that we see that could become strong or severe for this evening. Notice we are in the marginal risk of severe weather. That's a level 1 out of 5 on the severe weather risk scale. So an isolated severe storm or 2 is possible in that deeper green area that we still could see a rumble of thunder in area that Fargo-Moorhead area up toward Devil's Lake and that lighter green shade as well. So here's how things look. Seeing some clouds up toward the north as you see some showers just outside the Devil's Lake area in portions of Benson, Ramsey, Towner, Cavalier counties, even in portions of Pembina and now Kitson County as well as some light rain showers possibly falling there in portions of Beltrami and Lake of the Woods County. So closer in there, you see some of those yellows, Stacey, indicate some more moderate rainfall. Of course, we'll break down hour by hour when we expect these storms to go where and what we can expect for the rest of the business week.
All right. Thanks so much, Nathan. The Beltrami County Sheriff's Office is investigating a homicide after a man was shot in a home about 9 miles outside of Bemidji. The Sheriff's Office says they received a 911 call yesterday afternoon saying a man had been shot at a home in the 11,000 block of Choke Cherry Drive Northeast. That's in Turtle River Township. Residents were asked to shelter in place. Authorities now say they believe this was an isolated incident and there was no threat to the public. The Stearns County Sheriff's Office in Minnesota is asking for your help to find a missing woman and her 4 children. Police say they're traveling with the father, and officers believe they could be in danger. The ages of the children range from 2 to 8. Police say there's a domestic assault no contact order on Robert Harrington, who's prevented from seeing his wife. The group of 6 was last seen traveling in a white 2015 Hyundai Sonata with a black top, Minnesota license plate BWD 364. Anyone with information is urged to contact the Stearns County Sheriff's Office or your local law enforcement. The woman accused of killing a toddler last year is set to change her plea tomorrow. 37-year-old Brandy Adelke is charged with murder and felony child abuse in the death of 15-month-old Mika, who family members say was in Adelke's care for a sleepover. Court documents say Adelke gave her a bath but left her unattended, and Mika went underwater for an unknown amount of time. Documents say Adelke admitted to pinching and slapping Mika's face to try and wake her up. She's currently in the Cass County Jail, held on a $1 million bond. The Cass County deputy accused of driving drunk with his kids in the back seat and getting into a crash at a Fargo car wash is expected to make his first court appearance this week. Jacob Danielson is charged with 1 misdemeanor count of DUI with a minor after court documents say he was drinking at a West Fargo bar before he picked his kids up from daycare. He later crashed into another vehicle in line at the Custom Express car wash on 32nd Avenue. Documents say Danielson had vomit on himself and his vehicle when police arrived, and a blood alcohol test later revealed he was nearly twice the legal limit. If convicted, he faces up to 360 days in jail or a $3,000 fine. A warning tonight from the West Fargo Police Department about the grandparent scam. These scammers are calling, pretending to be a grandchild, and asking for money to get them out of trouble. The caller will ask for money to be transferred by wire or will ask for credit card information. Another person will also get on the line pretending to be a lawyer. To avoid being ripped off, you're advised to never give personal or financial information in response to a request you didn't expect. Also, take steps to block unwanted calls. With the school year underway, the state's shortage of daycare providers has returned to the front burner. The Department of Human Services is offering grants for current daycares to expand their services or for new daycares to get off the ground. Industry leaders say that need was exposed even more by the pandemic after schools were closed, but daycares were not.
Just how fragile that industry is and the diversity of the different ways for families to provide care for their children 0 to 5, and they are the first responders, they are the nurses, the teachers, many other people, and it's those workers that are really the front line on any type of emergency.
Jones added that the department is trying to improve the quality of child care and make it affordable for more families. Resources can be found on the Department of Human Services website. The people in government of Manitoba took time to pay their respects to Governor Doug Burgum and the people of North Dakota for their combined efforts in curbing the spread of COVID-19. While meeting at the International Peace Garden, the people of North Dakota and Governor Burgum were inducted into the Order of the Buffalo Hunt, an honor recognizing the state's goodwill and support for the province of Manitoba. Governor Burgum accepted the award for the state's partnership on the Essential Worker Cross-Border Vaccination Initiative that launched back in April. It was the first such program between a Canadian and American jurisdiction. The Order of the Buffalo Hunt was established in 1957, and the first ever recipient of that award was Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. Have you ever thought of giving blood lately? Many organizations are asking for more and more donations because supplies are extremely low. Coming up tonight on Valley News Live at 9 and 10, we look back at a heartwarming story showing why you should donate and an update to that piece. Later here on Valley News Live at 6, state leaders in Minnesota tour the area impacted by the Greenwood fire, what the governor now wants from lawmakers.
And for this evening in Fargo, around the 9 o'clock hour, could see some scattered showers and storms, but notice the wind shift there from southwest to north as that cold front pushes through. Then lower 60s expected by 2 a.m. In Grand Forks, also expecting around the 8 o'clock hour some showers and storms with that north wind, meaning the front has passed. Of course, we'll talk about what that front means for us next.